Let's talk about editing. Editing is taking all that you went through in production, from the perfectly lit shots to the awful takes you never want to look at, and turns it into a story worth watching. Which program you decide to edit on doesn't matter. It's about finding your voice. And that's what I want to talk about today. You see, there are a few cuts that you can try out that add a whole lot more weight and meaning to your video. Let's call it 9 essential cuts every editor should know. First things first, let's kick it off with the basics. It's gonna be your standard shot. Now this is exactly what it sounds like. It's gonna be the end of one scene and the start of another. It's just putting two clips together, no flair, no fuss, no added meaning. Number 2, my personal favorite, the jump cut. It's gonna be just that, to jump around a scene with the intent of speeding up time. Now this can be done for comedic effect, but also as a way to simply demonstrate the passing of time. Usually it's gonna be taking one long take, cutting it up throughout the middle, and then putting it all together in one piece. Cut number 3, the J cut. So you've actually seen the J cut way more than you realize. It's just simply leading into the next scene with the audio like this. See what I mean? So this cut is as simple as it sounds. You just drag the audio clip from the next clip over on top of your current clip. It's a good way to kind of segue into the next scene, change locations, and let the audience know what's about to happen. So this brings us to the L cut. The L cut is exactly what the J cut is, but flipped. So my audio right now will take us into the next shot. So the L cut is actually absolutely essential for conversational scenes, because you're gonna have two characters, one of them is gonna be saying something, and then you're gonna cut to the other character as that first character is still talking. That's an L cut. Perhaps the most common cut that you're gonna be taught in film school, and then now that you know it, you'll see it everywhere, is cutting on action. So it's basically exactly as it sounds. You're gonna cut when one character moves a certain way. It doesn't have to be a punch or a kick, but it can even just be a head turning, someone moving, looking a certain way, getting up or walking. So this just allows the audience's eyes to stay on the action as it plays out throughout the scene. Cross-cutting. Also known as parallel editing. This is just a way to build suspense, having two narratives play out at the same time. You'll see this a lot in like heist thriller movies where people are on the phone. Two characters are in different locations and they have to come together, or one character is being chased by another character. So what this does is allow you to tell two stories at once, taking the viewer back and forth from perspective of the varying characters in your movie. A little bit like cross-cutting, cutaways are meant to kind of serve the purpose of informing the viewer where you are in the scene. So where I am right now, as you can see, this is my environment, and I'm gonna cut to it to show you exactly where I am in the world. So a good way to do this is just to get B-roll. The more you're cutting to other shots, the more engaged your audience is, and the more likely they are to have a better understanding of what's going on in the scene. So the montage is more for the sequences rather than the scene. It's like jump cuts, but consider it to be over an extended period of time in different locations. You'll see this a lot with sports movies, training, any type of scene where the character needs to get ready for something, whether it be a fight, a battle, going on a date, cooking, any type of goal that your character has and they're trying to work towards it, throw in a montage. It's a perfect way to demonstrate change in your characters. Last but not least, match cuts. So one of the most iconic and impressive cuts in filmmaking is the match cut. And what it is matching a character's actions into the next scene. So it kind of follows into the next frame, creating a fluid motion. It's the melding of two environments to create a seamless cut that takes the audience from here to there before they even realize what happened. My personal favorite, Lawrence of Arabia, whenever he strikes the match and then Well, I hope that was helpful, you guys. Try to storyboard and plan out the shots and the cuts you're gonna make next time you're getting ready for your film. And remember to not be afraid to try new things. Come up with a new cut, there are no rules. Make your work as weird and original as possible. All right, I'll see you in the next one.